We've all heard that old saying that success leaves clues, right? That who you hang out with really shapes who you become. But what if the most common advice we get from that idea is actually, well, what if it's missing the point entirely? That's what we're going to dig into today.
It all starts with this idea, and there's even some research to back it up, that we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. Their attitudes, their ambitions, their energy, it's contagious. It just kind of rubs off on us.
And of course, that leads to this super popular piece of advice. Hey, you want to be rich? Go hang out with 5 millionaires and you'll be the 6th. It sounds so simple, almost like a formula. But is that really the whole story? What if we've been so focused on getting rich that we've completely misunderstood what real wealth even is? And that brings us to the very heart of this. We have to start by redefining what wealth actually means. Because the way most of us think about it, just dollars and cents, it's not just incomplete. It might actually be holding you back from what you're truly after.
So let's swap out that old definition for a much bigger, much more powerful idea: comprehensive wealth. This isn't just about your bank statement. Think of it more as a deep sense of fulfillment across all the important parts of your life, not just the financial part.
So what does this comprehensive wealth actually look like? Well, it's built on 7 pillars. And yeah, sure, material wealth is one of them, absolutely. But it's just one piece of the puzzle. It's balanced by 6 others. Things like wisdom, having a resilient mentality, building a strong character, your own unique personality, your capacity, your skills, and of course, your physical well-being. Being truly wealthy means being rich in all of these areas.
Okay, but let's be real for a second. Finding 5 people who are masters of all 7 of these pillars, that's a tall order. It's almost impossible. So here's the game plan. You build a personal board of directors. You find 5 people who are incredibly rich in wisdom, and then another 5 who are just paragons of character, and 5 more who have absolutely nailed their physical health. You see what we're doing here? You're creating this amazing composite mentor that guides you to wealth in every single area.
All right, so you figured out who you want to learn from. Now, how do you actually connect with them? This is where things get really interesting, because the way most people try to do it, it's completely backward. See, most of us walk up to successful people with what you could call a taker's mindset. Our first thought is, what can I get? Can I get a job? Can I get some money, some advice? And that approach, it just instantly drains their energy. The radical shift is to adopt a giver's mindset. Instead of asking what you can get, you ask yourself, what can I possibly give to this person?
And this is where it gets so wild, so counterintuitive, but so powerful. If someone is rich, you don't ask them for money. You bring them a business idea that could make them even more money. If someone is wise, you don't just pick their brain. You share a new insight you've discovered that might add to their wisdom. You actually become a source of abundance for them. And when you do that, you build a real, genuine connection.
This whole idea of giving first, it actually opens the door to an even deeper, more profound shift in thinking. And it's one that tackles one of our biggest, most hidden fears when it comes to helping other people succeed. You know that little voice in the back of your head, right? It whispers, hey, if I share all my secrets, if I really pour everything into helping this person, what if they get better than me? What if they become more successful and I just get left behind? That fear is real, and it makes us hold back.
But this philosophy just flips that fear completely on its head. This quote, wow, it's not just a nice thing to say, it's a mission statement. It's saying that the ultimate goal isn't to stay on top of the mountain. It's to lift someone up onto your shoulders so they can see a horizon you could never even imagine. Their success doesn't take away from yours. It's the completion of it.
There's this beautiful story about a master painter who teaches his apprentice everything he knows. I mean, everything. And eventually, the apprentice becomes way more famous than the master ever was. So a reporter goes to the old painter and asks him, how does that feel to be surpassed by your own student? And the painter doesn't feel bitter or jealous or anything like that. He just gives a one-word answer: fulfilled. Because his greatest work of art wasn't a painting on a canvas, it was the artist he created.
And that's really the heart of it, isn't it?
It boils down to this one simple, powerful truth. We're so often taught that our legacy is the award we win or the company we build. But a real, living legacy, that's found in the people you lift up.
So how do we tie all of these ideas together? What does this actually look like in practice? It really forms a whole new philosophy for building a life that's not just successful, but deeply meaningful.
It really comes down to these three massive shifts in your thinking. First, just stop chasing money alone. Go after comprehensive wealth, that richness across all 7 pillars of your life. Second, when you want to connect with someone, flip the script. Don't think about taking. Focus entirely on giving. And third, learn to find joy in being surpassed. See the success of people you've helped not as a threat, but as the ultimate sign that you've succeeded.
And so that leaves us with this final, really challenging question. And this isn't just something to think about for a minute. It's a call to action. Take a look at your life, your friends, your colleagues, your family. Who is someone you can pour into? Who can you elevate to be 10,000 times greater than yourself? Because your most lasting achievement might not be what you do, but who you help someone else become.